This is a supercapacitor, very small. Just going to show you cranking up. There we go. Turn it off. Cranking up again. It's a 170 horsepower, 1.6 litre jet ski engine. You can see the battery is disconnected. This is a lithium battery and the negative is disconnected as well. As you can see, it's loose there, and I've got a very weak connection at the moment, just terminals clipped on with alligator clips. So that's why it's not the best connection. Therefore you can sort of, well, I can actually see it just turning over. So if you put a proper bolt connection onto it, it would be fantastic. So this is the worst case scenario. These are the mini caps. That's the original lead battery. That is very heavy, could hardly lift it with one hand because it's very slippery. We spray it with water, this WD-40 or oil in the engine bay. It's very slippery, very hard to lift up. So I've upgraded it to a lithium battery there. This lithium battery should sit around 13 volts, 13.4 or so once it's fully charged, and hold it. And yeah, so just upgrading the battery in the fishing Seadoo jet ski. 170 horsepower, 1.6 litre Rotax engine. There you go, supercapacitors. So I'm going to have it in parallel with the lithium, and yeah, it'd be perfect for starting anytime, all day, all night. So here's the supercapacitor. I'm just going to set it on here. I wrapped it up nicely, and now I'm just going to do a test, a cold cranking amp test. So I'm onto the black lead from my tester tool of the supercapacitor, as you can see, and the positive, which I already connected it to the positive bolt, but not onto the battery. As you can see, it's still there. Let's do a test. Check it. Out of vehicle. Just do that. CCA, and just do the baseline like that. Let's see what it is. So I've got 190 cold cranking amps. Highlight this and I'm going to hold it with my little pinky. I can, or just two fingers. This is how light it is. See, it is how light it is. Very light indeed. The waveform recording that I did, waveform number 1 is with the supercapacitor in parallel, and waveform number 2 is without it. So this is just with a lithium battery. Okay, mind you, it's a shame I didn't do a test on the lead battery. I should have, but anyway, let's see how it goes with just the lithium. The battery is resting at 12.9 on the left, the current, which is the current as in live right now, the current time, and then the maximum is 13.9, 13.5, and then 9.7 is when I crank it. So it's just giving you the maximum is the highest and the minimum is the lowest of this test, the whole run. So right now I can see the voltage, 11.2, it dropped, and straight away minimum at 9.7 for a split of a second, and it's really back up to 13.2. There you go, and I'll turn the engine off right about now. See the dip? See how that's basically where the battery is sitting. I cranked it, it charged up, and now I've turned the engine off, and then let's continue. And then the voltage is stabilizing at 12.9, flatlining, and then I'm going to hit it again to start it. So watch it now. It's 12.9. Watch for the dip, the spike, the downward spike, and I'll crank it up. Oh, I turn it on a little bit, and then now I'll crank it. Here we go. See that? So we're back up to 13.1 volt already, very quickly, straight away. And that's the end of the test. Test again. Let's do a test. Out of vehicle. So we're just going to do CCA. Let's do 100 CCA as a baseline. So there you go. 895 amps. Batteries at 13 volts. Going to do a waveform. So this is with the supercapacitor installed. Okay, that's positive, negative to the negative. Let's crank it over now and see what happens. It was 9 point something volts minimum before with just the lithium battery. Now it's in parallel with the supercapacitor. Starting now. See that? 10.4 volts. Minimum 10.4 volts. It was at 9 point something before. Crank it again. save this. There you go. So that's it. That's my install done. I'm just going to tidy up the cables, and yeah,